What's up? It's your girl, Just Unicorn Jen, and today I wanted to say Happy New Year! Yeah, we're almost into February and I'm just now saying Happy New Year, but that's okay because Happy New Year. I hope that you guys had awesome holidays. It has been a wild one, which unfortunately is gonna kind of be the point of most of my videos because it seems like there's always something new, unique, rare, overwhelming, exciting going on in most of my videos, or going on in my life actually. So with that said, I want to say I hope that you guys are doing well. For those of you who do listen to my vlogs or watch my videos, you know that I am a nurse, I am a mom, I am a daughter, sister, patient, friend to many. And my goal for this year is to focus on me. That's crazy. It is so wildly crazy to think that you're gonna focus on yourself. But really, 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 it is so important to make sure that if you're not well, like the bottom line is if you're not well emotionally, mentally, physically, psychically, paranormally, whatever you want to add to it, then you're not going to be able to be that person for your loved ones, for the people that you work with, for the people you might care for or help on a daily basis. So yeah, that's my goal for this year, is to take a little bit more time and making sure that I'm doing what's in my own interest, my own best interest, so that I can be 100% for everybody else. It has been hard because of the fact that I've had several setbacks. As many of you probably know, I am a person with many health issues, and most of them stem from my autoimmune disorders. Yes, plural, as in plural. There are more than one. And they're usually considered invisible diseases because you're not going to see them unless somebody is actually having a flare, an attack, or some kind of thing like that. So autoimmune diseases are considered invisible diseases because it's your immune system, which you don't see, and it's friendly firing. It's attacking your own body, and it's not in a good way. It's not that there's an invader, a true legitimate invader. No, your body is attacking good, healthy, normal tissues, and as a result, it is hurting you. You may not necessarily feel the pain, but it ultimately, it's hurting you. And then it can destroy these tissues that they're attacking. And while we're at it, when it's focusing on being like Star Wars hyperdrive, hyperspeed, whatever analogy you want to use, your immune system's going like Popeye the Sailor Man on spinach. It is constantly on high red alert, attack. And when it is doing that attacking, then it's taking away from your immune system's ability to protect your body from real foreign threats. So viruses and bacterial infections. And so it's just like the worst of all storms that are constantly happening in your body, and you have limited options for what you can do to treat that or them. And you'll see commercials on TV. They're usually biologics that you see commercials for, like Humira and a lot of these new drugs coming out. Anytime you see the disclaimer on there or hear the disclaimer that says that you need to get checked for tuberculosis before starting this regimen, it usually means it has to do with a biologic or a chemotherapy agent. And yeah, you want to make sure your body is healthy before you start these meds. And while you're on those meds, you have to make sure that if you get sick or if you have a fever of a certain temperature that your doctor will discuss with you, that you have to stop these medications. And there are repercussions for stopping these meds. Unfortunately, when I got sick with pneumonia first, had treated with antibiotics there, then I got an upper respiratory infection, just your generic upper respiratory infection, which basically means from your sinuses down to the base of your lungs. Somewhere in there you have a bug that you're fighting, and it can be bacterial, it can be viral. So I'm gonna say this. And then I got the influenza, which is a virus. So, as a little PSA announcement, for those of you who don't know, there's a reason why your doctor doesn't just give you antibiotics every time you're sick or every time you have a fever. This is the reason why. They used to do that, and then people started becoming resistant because their body was used to the drugs that we were constantly feeding them. We as in healthcare, not me as in myself. We as in healthcare were throwing these medications at people's bodies, and then it allowed the body to become tolerant of said medications. And then we kind of created this really bad problem, just like the opiate crisis. We in healthcare created it by throwing these meds at people for aches, pains, infections, and now we have a crisis. Now we're in a situation where we're limited on the antibiotics we can use in some cases, and in the opiate side, it's like we've got addiction running so rampant, and really there is such a thing as real pain. I totally understand, girl, I totally understand, but we overprescribed, and now we're in this situation. So the PSA is this: viruses are things that you can really only prevent. You prevent these viruses with injections, meaning shots, vaccinations. It is a totally personal choice. That's why I'm going to leave it just at that. Viruses cannot be fought with anything other than trying to prevent them in the first place. Influenza is a virus. There are drugs out there that you'll see on TV, like Tamiflu, and then there's another one, Zoflumab or something like that. But those only try to help reduce the symptoms that you're feeling while you're having an influenza attack or an influenza infection. It is not going to stop it. It is not going to reverse it. And it's not going to protect you from possibly catching it again, because especially where I'm at, we have both influenza A and B coming positive through the chain. Bacterial infections that we can prove are bacterial, or a lot of times with pneumonia, we will treat pneumonia with antibiotics. Just a general statement. This is just my experience as a nurse. This is not giving out medical advice. But with pneumonia, like in my case, we do treat and we take that risk of putting antibiotics in my body, because if it is a bacterial thing, bacterial infections like pneumonia can kill you. So treat with antibiotics. For bacteria, they can be killed. Viruses cannot be killed. Got it? Got it. All right. So while I was fighting off these different infections, I was not able to take these medications that I'm on to help suppress my immune system just a little bit. You'll say, Jen, why do you put somebody on chemotherapy? Because isn't that for cancer? Well, yeah, that is. That's one of the things that we use chemotherapy for. And biologics we'll use for cancer patients. But the immune system, it all has to do with that immune response. So when you're fighting cancer, or you're fighting your own immune system, there have been proven case studies where people being on sometimes a combination or one or the other, trying different things, can help to suppress the immune system just a little bit. We don't want the immune system going balls to the wall, excuse the expression, and continue to keep you immunocompromised. Unfortunately, once you have an immune issue or an ailment, you'll always kind of be in that category of being immunocompromised, because your immune system does not function the way it's supposed to. That's all immunocompromised means. It's not working the way we would expect a normal and healthy immune system to be. And so when your immune system's going fight and flight all the time, by taking it down just a notch, it kind of reins it in and allows your body to function a little more normally, and hopefully allows you to be able to fight normal infections while keeping your immune condition in check. some common autoimmune diseases. So there's like 200 plus that have been recognized by the American Medical Association, excuse me. Some of them are diabetes, multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, arthritis, Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid hypo and hyperthyroidism, can be included in there, lupus, RA, ankylosing spondylitis, scleritis, fibromyalgia. The list is huge. And basically, in the real terms, if the immune system is fighting a specific cell or type of tissue, then in theory, since I don't have the documentation right in front of me to back this up, in theory, you could potentially have an autoimmune condition in any part of your body. In fact, arthritis, they have 20 different diagnoses just for arthritis alone. So I'm just kind of taking a jab out there. But anyhow, unfortunately, I was off my meds for a bunch of time, was really sick, really down, really exhausted, ended up trying to prevent a scleritis attack, which has to do with my eyes, and I'll do that in a different video. And unfortunately, 7 hours later, I ended up starting a scleritis attack. 7 hours after that, 8 hours after that, I went and saw my ophthalmologist that I was scheduled to see anyway. And they confirmed that I did have a scleritis attack, hence why I'm wearing glasses. And in some videos or photos, you'll see that I have a special type of glass that's not a sunglass. It is for working, it is for lights, because I'm incredibly sensitive to the light when I have these attacks. But hooray, we caught it early enough that I didn't go blind this time. Because once I go blind, there's not always a guarantee that we'll be able to reverse it. Scary, yes, very scary. So, anyway, I've learned a lot of other things this year, and so my videos might start taking a turn for that. I have learned that I'm an empath, which is crazy. It makes so much sense, but being a nurse and being an empath kind of go hand in hand, but the downside of that is that when you're already immunocompromised, being an empath is gonna just draw that much more energy out of you. So anyway, it's just like mind-blowing. I'm so excited. I'm scared for this journey, but I think that it's one that others are gonna be able to relate to. And if I can do anything, my whole goal for being on YouTube was to help educate, bring awareness, bring attention to things, and share the knowledge that I've been so incredibly blessed to have learned and received in my experience as a nurse, a patient, a daughter, friend, sibling, whatever you want to call it, wife. So that's what the tune of my videos will continue to be, and I'm going to let you see this journey, all the ups and downs along with it. So I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye. Remember, love is always. Love is the only way that any of us are going to get out of this with a shred of hope. See you next time. Bye.